Okay, so this is Vid-doc number 3 to my children, my grandchildren, or just anybody if something were to happen. Nothing's gonna happen, but just in case. This headset, my brother, your uncle, your great uncle, or your family member, Nathan, bought this for himself. He ordered it in the mail because he got one a long time ago. And it never worked. He could only use it with the computer, and this is made for Xbox and computer, which is how I'm talking to you right now. It's plugged into the laptop as well, because mine, I broke mine. Yeah. So, there's a long story behind that. It was on my bed. It fell off my bed. I stepped on it. Broke the screen. Didn't realize it was down there. Stepped on it. Yeah. So after Nathan got his big computer, which he bought for himself because he had a job, and I'm still 17, no job, no money, no info, can't help any of my friends. Well, he handed this one down to me because it was useless to him. So yeah, that's the thing. Went and saw Oz with some friends the other day. It was a good movie. It was a good movie. Not the original Wizard of Oz. The original Wizard of Oz came out in the 30s, 40s, a long time ago. I make the voices, apparently. And, yeah, I saw the I think I already talked about it. I saw a prequel kind of, but there is someone I wanted you to meet today. Now, I've had this someone since I was so little I cannot remember, and that's hard for me to do, not remember. This is Max. He's the only stuffed animal that has made it throughout my entire childhood, except for all of them. All my stuffed animals are fine. I never messed with any of them. But, Max has just always meant a lot to me. So if any of you break it, once I hand him down to you, I'll give her a beating. But yeah, so that's a thing. I wanted to actually show you something today. I know this camera is terrible. I'm going to try to show you a terrible room. Okay, those are video games, and that's G.I. Joe stuff, but yeah, that is a Nintendo GameCube. I'm not sure, that will be like ancient history to you guys when you're my age, but yeah, that was my first disc console. You put games in, they were really short games, really small discs, about the size of our normal discs of bagel. It'd be like half the total size. That, my uneducated children, would be a Nintendo 64. With all games stacked back. We used to say we had 64 games for Nintendo 64, which we did not. But yeah. That was my first game system to memory. I loved that stupid thing. Played it all the friggin' time. We used to have Uncle Chris play Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. Mine, the bedpost, and the fake gun. That is a Nintendo Entertainment System, an NES. And down there, we're, past all the trash, is a Sega Genesis. Now, Nintendo came out with a Super Nintendo and Genesis. Sega came out with Genesis. Sega had Sonic, Nintendo had Mario. Nintendo ended up winning and buying out Sega, but it was competition which fueled the economy of video games and brought video games back to life with the NES. And that's kind of something. I know I'm going to get political on you guys, and you're probably not going to watch this whole one, but competition fuels the economy. And because of that competition, you get better products, better prices, more stuff, which is why monopolies are legal. Now the game. Well, the game is... Ask your parents. Ask your teachers better. Your parents, it matters which part of the family you're talking from. We're not the smartest bunch in total. It's easier to ask your teacher most of the time anyways, but yeah. So, if we do ever leave and, become anything other than our current government, you guys won't really know what competition is. I mean, you will, like sports and games and stuff, but you'll never truly understand. But yeah, now I'm going to show you my uniform. Mind again, I'm only 17, so these aren't actual Air Force ranks. See, this is my uniform shirt. And no, I'm not wearing this correctly at the moment. I'm just trying to give you a representation of what it would be like if your dad or great grandpa had to wear his dress blues one day. You understand them. I'm expecting you'll be able to understand this video when you watch it, but yeah, okay, so these. Currently, at 17, I am a cadet senior master sergeant in the United States Air Force Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps. This isn't even a fraction of my ribbons. I actually have a lot more, but my current unit is terrible. They're not a good unit, but this is just a little bit of what I really have. And then normally, my name tag would be right here, which would say very nice, name I'm proud of, Christner, but I don't have it on at the moment because I just cleaned it. Oh, and this, you put cardboard on the back of your ribbons so your ribbons don't fall off and mess up your shirt or just stab you, you know. It's so it looks better, mainly. But yeah, that's my uniform shirt. Is there anything I forgot to tell you guys about? Oh, yeah. Now, this is this most current, newest technology I personally own. This is the Nintendo 3DS. Now, video games and marketing have always tried to promote 3D to where, you know, the movie looks like it's coming at you, the game looks like it's coming at you. Well, with the 3DS, there's this little switch right here, and I'm turning it on so you can see it as well, if it ever turns on. But this switch controls the 3D on, 3D off, and you can kind of see how it moves out and in with the camera. And on this thing, and it has a touch screen on the bottom. Yes, that's their thing. So, yeah, go over pages. I don't have any pages of apps on this thing. I never got to, but I got Legend of Zelda, the original Legend of Zelda, which is my favorite game, one of my favorite games of all time. I know you guys don't know what that is. Which I can kind of say I'm thankful about. I mean, I'll have you play it on the real NES once you're of age, if I'm still around when you're of age. But yeah, let's turn this off. I got my Xbox running because I wanted to. Why not? You know, I'm gonna play some games after this. Probably talk to a lot of people on this. This is not a good phone. This is a old kind of dinky phone. I've busted it up a little bit. It slides. Current phones are kind of like the DS, where it has a touch part that you can talk to everybody through that. But now that I'm thinking about it, I have an entire box of memories right here that I never told y'all about, and I guess that's what I'll do a little bit until I'm out of them. Now, I only got this box. The box itself, there's some. And it's kind of empty right now because I've moved everything around. I made sure there aren't any memories in here. Fancy that, I really logged this one, didn't I? But my doors are right now. Because here are two very important things to me. This says, this is Brandon Christner, 443 Ithaca Drive, Concord, North Carolina, from a Miss Cheyenne Griffith, 885 Sherrod Road, number 2, Kenosha, Wisconsin. And the letter came from Milwaukee, but Kenosha to Milwaukee to the place. And this is the first letter I've ever received from my best friend, Cheyenne. Handwritten. She scratched a couple things out because she messed them up. And I loved this thing when I got it, because I haven't talked to her in a long time. I love her. I always have. But yeah, just made me feel so special that she actually remembered me after all these years. Then I wrote her one back, you know, sent her a picture of my stupid self, mug, my stupid mug, there it is. And she decided to send me another one. And again, I felt great about myself, and here you can see her. If you haven't seen her yet in real life, that is what she looked like when she sent, well, not what she sent me, but when she went scuba diving. And yeah, like, I used to always keep these with me right after I got them. I'd never put them down because I wanted to keep reading them over and over. I loved them. God, I miss everybody. I really do. I guess current events right now, I'm doing absolutely nothing. There's not too much to report on right now. I kind of rushed this one because I just wanted to do something today. But I guess a small fact I could tell you about my past is when I was real little. And I mean real. I'm not really real little. I mean, I was 10, around 10, 12. I got hit in the face with, I'm sure, been in school by now, so you've seen those big janitor brooms. Well, me and your uncle, or grandpa Nathan, jump on a trampoline. I'm not sure if they'll still have them. I don't know. They're kind of dangerous. It's basically springs that you jump on, kind of like spring shoes, but much bigger. We're jumping on a trampoline, and I go the game. He throws it under, he tries to trip me. One time I see my stepdad, Mike, and I know he's going to yell at us for this. So I don't say anything. I just say, Mike, and I stop myself from jumping and lay flat. Nathan doesn't hear me. He's having fun. Throws it and gets right here. And almost takes my eye out. And I start screaming. This thing got me real good in the face. I don't know why I scream nowadays. I mean, just, And Nathan, in his infinite wisdom, covers my mouth, tries to stop me from yelling. Yeah. And then the next time I got hurt real bad, and I mean really bad, I got hurt. I was on ripstick, which is the most dangerous kind of skateboard you could ever think of, because you move it by wobbling it, and it has 2 wheels instead of 4. So I'm going downhill on this. And I don't remember everything about this, which should tell you a lot about this story. And I had a pothole or something. Skateboard went this way, I went this way, and bounced my head off the pavement, did a couple rolls, stood up from what I am told, walked over to the grass, and fell down again. Nathan starts freaking out. We have a friend of ours named Jordan with us. Just everybody, oh my God, what happened to Brandon? What happened? I still don't know what happened. I don't know why I fell off. I don't know if it was even a pothole. But either way, I had a spoon in my pocket too, which actually stopped me from getting a big old scar on my butt, but another story. So, call my mom, and Grandma Michelle comes up, or great Grandma Michelle, comes up and looks at me. Everybody's standing around me. Looks at the mailboxes, which we live in a development, so our mailboxes were all together with everybody else's in the development. And she looks at me again, and she turns and goes and gets the mail first. Picks up the mail, comes back and gets me and goes, oh, I didn't know you were hurt that bad. I will never let her forget that story because it's hilarious. Well, York, Washington, I guess, if you two are what I get to name my children. I love you. For my daughter, I don't even know what I named my daughter. To my daughters and children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren and nieces and nephews, I love you all. I'm sorry if something's happening to me or something did happen to me. I will make more of these, I promise. I love you. Get some sleep and good night.